some toast this morning. Let's go over to Deborah.
All right, Frank, thank you. Well, bread, cheese, and ham, pretty much basic ingredients to make a meal, but you can take it up a notch and make it into a fall breakfast classic. To tell us a little bit more about that is food hussy Heather Johnson, and good morning to you. You've got one of my favorite cheeses here, Brie.
Yes. Yeah,
Yum,
so
yum.
this is super fun. Super easy. So everybody's talking about it. Like, I have this millennial that I work with, and she's all about the avocado toast. And so
those are good, yeah.
I know, but I like this because I can show her up a little and be like, all right, set aside the avocado toast for a minute and your pumpkin spice latte, and let's try something new.
Okay,
so
good.
One of them is called Trick or Treat Toast because it's sort of like very kid friendly. And so I've heard so much about almond butter, and I wanted to finally try some. So they actually have little packets that you can buy, but it's like peanut butter made with almonds. And so it's super simple. We have this brown berry bread. This is the 22 grains and seeds, and this stuff has lots of whole grains. So this has got 23 grams of grains, and it's non-GMO. So
good for you.
Very good bread, but when you put on the good stuff, then the kids will be like, oh, they don't realize they're eating all this healthy stuff. So we've got almond butter on here, and then we're just going to take some pumpkin seeds. I actually made these. I carved a pumpkin at home and then roasted them up and just sprinkled some salt on them. And so kids love that. They love getting in there, and it's like peanut butter and like crunchy. So you've got the sweet and the salty with the Trick or Treat Toast.
Power-packed with vitamins.
Yeah,
Yes.
and then healthy too. Kids will never know that
Almond
it's
butter
healthy.
is delicious, by the way. Can I have a little taste?
Yeah, go
Okay,
ahead.
Go ahead.
So then our other recipe is the apple picker toast. And so this is the perfect time of year for apples. They're so abundant. And so what we did was it took all the flavors that go well with apples. So I actually made some thyme butter. And all this is I softened up butter, and then I took sprigs of thyme and put the leaves in and then mixed it together. So we're just going to top our toast. This is the whole grain. This is the whole wheat and whole grain bread. This is the brown berry organic. They also have a rustic white. So if you've got kids or, you know, family members, my husband is super stubborn and won't only eat white bread. So at least I have an option for him as well. But they're all non-GMO, full of good stuff. But then we're going to pile that on. We're just going to take an apple slice, and I sliced them really thin. And then we're going to top it with a little bit of ham.
You got to use a special apple slicer to get them that thin.
No, that was a knife in here.
Are you
Yeah,
serious?
you can use a mandolin, but I just used a knife.
Okay.
And then we're going to pop some brie on there because what is better than a little bit of brie? And then the nice thing to top it all off is just a drizzle of honey. And so, of course, honey takes its own time. But this is like the perfect like fall, and this is such a grown-up, you know, it's almost an open-faced sandwich. It's so grown up, but then it's beautiful, and you can take some of these thyme leaves, and the little herb trick is you strip it the other way. You kind of strip it with your fingernails and pull the herbs, and they pop right off, those little leaves do, so then you get a little bit of extra.
Is that time in season right now?
It's a Thanksgiving spice, so I think, so, you know, I mean, at harvest, yeah, you can harvest it anytime because it can be inside, but just smelling fresh thyme, it's like, you just know, you're like, oh, Thanksgiving is just around the corner. I always call them the Thanksgiving spices. So we have this wonderful apple, ham, and brie toast.
That looks
and
good.
Yeah, it's perfect for fall. Enjoy those. Go pick some apples and then have them at home.
Yeah, real quick, the butter, though, if you don't have time to do that, can you get like a spread that's already kind of pre-made?
You could probably buy herbed butter.
Butter, there you go.
This took no time, though. Literally, all I did was I left the butter out overnight so it was soft, and then I sprinkled some leaves in and I mushed it together.
Okay.
So that literally took like 2 minutes.
All right, very good. Looks delicious, and I'm sure the kids will love it. All right, thank you so much. We appreciate it. We're going to have these recipes online at fox19now.com.